What's up, guys? Brian back from the PT channel here to talk about some Walking Dead top moments and Easter eggs of episode 12 season 6, and it starts right here with Sam Anderson. That's the little kid, and Carol's cookies right there she put on there. We got Tobin and Carol hooking up here. Are they a couple? Have they been a couple? Where's this been? Hiding in there too? We haven't seen Carol for a little bit, so maybe they're together, maybe they're not, maybe they just liked some companionship, who knows. Next one we got is Abraham and Rosita. Abraham basically breaking up with Rosita and saying, "You're not the only woman in the world." Kind of crazy, Abraham. Terrible way to do it. And where are you going to go? You're going to go down the street? There's nowhere else to go. And then you got Eugene there, which is comic relief, but it's pretty hilarious. Virginia's for lovers. But in the comics, they get together, so we'll see if that happens. Next is Tara basically is probably going to die based on this sequence here. She said she loved her to Denise, and Denise didn't say it back. She'll say it when you get back. She might not be coming back. Next is Father Gabriel continues to step up, throw a little comedy in there. They might not see him at night with that black outfit there, but killed that guy, doing a little talking in there. But it was kind of, what is he doing there? And then he showed why. Here's the heads. The center head is Greg Nicotero's mold. The one on the right by the bucket there is a mold of Johnny Depp's emaciated, what it would be like. They just posted this morning. So Johnny Depp on the right, Greg Nicotero is the one that Rick's about to punch in the face. The mold there gets used a couple times in the episode, which is pretty funny. There it is, another moment of the Savior talking, some puppeteer there. The next is Negan's Lucille head bashing pictures. These are terrible. It's going to be terrible to watch, whoever Negan hits in the finale, whether it's Daryl or Glenn. But I seem to think that it would be Glenn for the simple fact of the foreshadowing aspect of he saw all these pictures. No one else saw them. So he could say, wow, these saviors are kind of in bad dudes, and he's the only one that kind of saw the picture. Heath, I don't even think Heath looked at it. They just show you Glenn and the pictures, foreshadowing of the comics with Negan Lucille hitting him in the head. I don't know, but that's a big moment. That has to mean something. It has to mean something. I mean, Daryl didn't see the picture, so we'll see. Weed room, quick little thing there. It happened in like 2.2 seconds. Abraham busts through the door, and there's the weed. Jesus looking like a badass. Even though he didn't really do too much in this fight here, he definitely stepped up in there to save Glenn and Heath with the guy moving, shot the guy, and he has these little one-liners like the next world, if this is the next world or something there. So he's got these little liners of probably from the comic book. But Morgan, did you pick this out? What is Morgan building there? And it was that Morgan at the beginning there. He's building a jail cell. You can see he's reinforcing the wall with cinder blocks. He's building a cage there and probably a gate for that to open up, because I learned that from Eastman when he was there from that back episode. So I guess that episode's going to come back around again to show what he really learned, and he's really struggling with it, as you can see in the aspects of the episode. He kind of breaks down a little bit, but that's going to be a big aspect later on in the series. Here is this Daryls Bike. The big moment here was the guy's getting away. Are there any more motorcycles? Clearly there were motorcycles because of we saw the other saviors with motorcycles, but Daryl kind of yelled at the guy. Is that his bike? I don't know. Does Dwight still have the bike? Maybe, maybe not. But Daryl seemed to kind of point at it a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't really look like it. I thought Daryl's was more black, but I don't know. That's the way the episode ended, with the big nail biter that they have a Carol and a Maggie here. And you see Father Gabriel looks a little scared there. It's kind of funny. But this is the way the episode kind of turned into the promos. I'm sure they're going to carry it over with the saviors looking at them from the outside. They're going to talk on the walkie-talkies and move forward. There's just a little connection with the next week's episode. This wasn't in the episode, but it was the promo for next week's, entitled The Same Boat. And you can see they're peering through the binoculars to check through there. So they're going to carry it over like they did in a couple other episodes. They just kept rolling, I'm sure. For the Carol and Maggie escape episode, I thought it's going to be pretty good. Hopefully Carol steps up in her Terminator ways. Maggie, they have to survive. There's no way I think they can die. But I think overall it was a good episode, directed by Greg Nicotero. Next week's episode, The Same Boat. Can't wait for that. Like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you thought, guys. Thank you.